Hey everybody, welcome back to Prepping with Sarge. I am back. I am back. The videos that you've been watching in the last few weeks were recorded a while back. I've been traveling, and I picked up a little bit of a cold while I was traveling, and so I apologize. I'm going to do the best I can tonight if my voice is a little bit off. But we're gonna get through this. Hang on. All right. Had a little ad running in the background there. I am gonna probably have a little bit of a mic issue here. Let me see if I remove that for now. No, it's still doing it. So you're gonna get a little tiny bit of echo. I've reduced it as much as I can. It's because I've got two cameras going, and this one I cannot lower the mic any more than it already is. And it's on mute, so it's what it is it's picking up mic one and it's kind of just playing it back out. I don't think there's any other way. I've tried everything to get it as low as I can. So I apologize for that. Tonight's topic, we are going, oh, thank you so much, Scott. You rock. Appreciate you. Tonight's topic, we're going to be talking about Georgia Bushcraft. I just got back from Georgia Bushcraft, and the answer to the question is yes, it is so worth it. I'm going to tell you all why tonight. I'm going to explain to you all the fun things. So I hope that you get to go at some point in the future. It's really worth your time and effort to go check this out. If you're part of the bushcraft community, if you're into prepping or in survival, there's going to be stuff there for you as well. And they've added some overland activities this year as well. So that's what we're going to be talking about. As usual, you guys know from my channel, we only have a couple of rules here. Be kind to the moderators. No racism, no sexism. If you disagree with somebody, just try to articulate your point. Don't just be like, well, that's stupid. Well, explain your reasoning and your point of view. And we do welcome other viewpoints here. There is a poll at the top. Please vote in the poll, and I'll try to remember to come back to that at the end. There's also a challenge going on. So for those of you, if you remember back a few weeks ago, I'm doing a challenge. If I get 10 $10 super chats, like Scott just gave me one, so that actually brings us down to now we only need five more now. If I get, because we already had four from the previous live streams. If I get five more $10 super chats by December 5th, because I got to give myself enough time to get it in, because I got a mail order for it, I will wear a frog suit for the last live stream of the year when we do our little giveaways and things like that. So we always end the year with something fun and I like to give some giveaways and things like that. So I will wear a frog suit for that if we get five more $10 super chats. And remember that like most of that money goes back to the community anyways, in the terms of the giveaways, Amazon cards and stuff like that. So the little bit I will use to help me pay for the frog suit, but other than that, the rest of it's probably going to go back to the community anyways. All right. So we got that going on, the challenge, the poll. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'm sick, so bear with me here. Next week, a couple things are going on. I am releasing the first of a 5-channel collaboration with several channels that are going to be in on this. Hudson Living, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, Livingston Man, Vision Preparedness, myself, and Pete the Roman Prepper. So we got a little 5-channel collaboration going on next week. So be on the lookout for that. My part will come on Tuesday, and then each week after that, leading up to the end of the year, there'll be another part to that. So very excited for that. And then in the beginning of 2026, we're going to do a little live stream follow up. The 5 of us are going to try and get together, and there'll probably be some giveaways there too. So you want to be watching all those videos. Make sure you're checking out all those channels and all that kind of stuff. All right. A couple more announcements. Next week, this is really important. Next week, I'm going to do an early morning live stream. Okay, so I'm going to aim for 9:30, and we're going to do some Black Friday shopping together. I'm going to point out all kinds of good deals for preppers and survivalists. So Black Friday shopping online with me next Friday. So instead of doing the 7:45 stream, we're going to be like probably 9:30 in the morning. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Speaking of Black Friday, you probably see a QR code at the top of your screen there. That is for my Amazon affiliate link for a really good sale that Mirror Safety is doing right now. So if you haven't bought a gas mask, this is the CM6, I believe, is what I linked to there in the QR code. Go check that out. That's probably the best deal you're going to find for that gas mask, because that is one of the top of the line gas masks. Okay, you're probably not going to find a better deal anytime soon for a product that good. All right, so check that out in the QR code above. That is an Amazon affiliate link. I do get a little tiny commission if you use my link. And a little birdie told me that next Friday, for Black Friday, there's going to be some really good sales on silver and gold over on AppMex. So appmex.com. Of course, I've got in the description down below a link. If you use my link, it just tells them that like I'm helping to get the word out. So I actually don't get a commission for that one, but they're a brand sponsor. So they actually help to pay for some of the content that you see on the channel. So really appreciative of AppMex. And also Chase Medical is doing sales, I think, all next week. So I got a link going down the bottom there. So I want to make sure you guys are aware of like some of this stuff I know is pricey. I know some of the stuff that we get as preppers, some of the kit and the gear that we accumulate can be pricey. This is a good time of year if you've got a little bit of money saved back to get it at a better deal. Okay. All right. So let me clear that out. And thank you again, Scott. I really appreciate that. You are awesome. You have always been a big supporter of this channel, and you're here every week early, and I really appreciate that. So I hope you are there for my giveaways. I hope you're there. You need to be there, my friend. All right, and then I have an article in the newest issue that just came out for Backwoods Survival Guide. So you should be able to find that at your local grocery stores or wherever you buy magazines. Barnes & Noble should have it, I'm sure. Backwoods Survival Guide. I don't have a copy with me tonight to show you, but I promise you I do. I am in there. I wrote a little article, and I've got another article coming out for another magazine. When that's available, I will tell you about that as well. So good things are happening for my channel and my brand, and that's thanks to you guys. That's really is thanks to you for getting the word out and supporting, so that my name can get out there and I can and people start to be interested in the knowledge that I can share with the community. So I really owe you guys everything for where the channel is here at the end of 2025. All right. All right. So let me show you how to chat, and then let's get into this Georgia Bushcraft thing. So I saw Scott, of course, 5x5. Okay. So hopefully that echo is not too bad on y'all. I can hear it here. Maybe you're not getting it too bad there. I hope not. Coffee first, then speak. It's good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Virginia Bushcrafter. So Virginia Bushcrafter was there at Georgia Bushcraft with me. We got to hang out a little bit. And so maybe you can chime in here a little bit, brother, and share anything that I miss, or if I misstate something or whatever. I'd love to have your input here. Excuse me. Yeah, it was totally amazing. I try to get there every year so the frogs can kick you. Yes. Yes. So it's not going to be Coffee First is not going to be one of those inflatable frog suits. It's more like pajama looking. Forager Chick, thank you so much. Forager Chick was also at Georgia Bushcraft and taught a class there. So make sure you check out her content as well. She's been a longtime supporter, and she's been on our channel before as well. Wayne's good to see you. Appreciate you. Dangerous Freedoms. Lazarus Long, thank you so much. Happy Friday, brother. Scrolling. Kentucky's good to see you. How are you doing tonight? Yeah. If you bought gold even just a year ago, you're sitting on a really nice, tidy profit at this point. Really glad to hear that. That's awesome, man. That's a good use of it. It's a good use of your preps. Cool. All right. And Gus, good to see you. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining in. Okay, I'm going to mark where I left off. All right, so I'm going to go over here to camera 2 and just show you some of the swag first. So this is stuff that I picked up there, or it was given away, or different things like that. So let's go with this first. So you guys already saw my hat. I did a review on this recently, but what I wanted to show you is that while I was there, I picked up some more lock picks, which fit really nice into the Wazoo cap. The Wazoo cash cap. So got your couple of your lock picks here, which they actually slide in perfectly. And no, it does not scratch your head while it's like that. Okay. And then on this side here, and this is from Tough Possum Gear, by the way. And I told Jay Berry at Tough Possum Gear that I would do a video at some point showing my really poor amateur lockpicking skills. So these are, I believe, are called jigglers. For those of you guys who maybe know a little bit more about it than me. So a little jiggler set to go with it. So that was thing one. Thank you so much, Jay Berry, from Tough Possum Gear. All right, cool. Moving on to the next thing is, you probably saw our video recently where I did the campfire coffee. That was the coffee bags that look like tea bags. This was actually included in your swag bag when you checked in. At least it was for me. And they gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is really good coffee. And if you go back to the video that I did, I've got a link of where you can get this. But it's really good. And this is one of the easiest ways to make coffee. And it's just, it is phenomenal. It's really, really good. So I appreciate that. We will definitely put that to good use. And then these will probably go to, I actually meant to bring this to work. I'll probably give these to like one of the little kids. Some of my first responder patients that I work with sometimes have to bring if they can't get a babysitter, they have to bring their kids with them to therapy. So I will give this to one of the little kids in there. Just a little pair of sunglasses. It was also in the swag bag. Wazoo fire card. I've done a video on this. If you guys haven't seen these ignite, and you can break them into small pieces if you just need a little bit. It's small enough to fit in the credit card size slot of your wallet, and they burn really, really well. So this is the Wazoo fire card that was in there as well. And then there was my badge. I'm gonna go ahead and put the QR code here. So I was an instructor. There we go. So if you scan that sorry, I'll try to get it steady for you. If you scan that QR code, it will show you like the event guide when all the classes were and stuff like that. It should still be up on their website. So thank you. Yeah, so I got to be an instructor this year. This was the first time that I got to be an instructor there. My class was, sorry, this cold is killing me, guys. My class was how to manage your mindset when you're lost in the wilderness so that you don't go into like panic mode. And because when we're in panic mode, we can make some really bad decisions, especially if you're lost. You want to freeze. You want to just kind of sit and gather yourself, get your heart rate down, and get the higher mind, this part up here, your prefrontal cortex engaged, because that's where your good reasoning and decision making skills come from. Your panic, your fight, flight, freeze comes from the lower part of the brain here, your brainstem and the amygdala. And that's good for different things. It makes you super strong, super fast, resilient to pain. So it's good for different types of survival situations. If you were being attacked by a wild animal, you would want that. But when you're lost in the woods, you want this, right? You want this part of the brain, the prefrontal cortex. So that's what my class was about, was getting this re-engaged and not being in panic mode. Okay, a little Starcraft pen. I'll definitely make use of that. Some more stuff from Tough Possum Gear. This was some stickers and zipper pulls. This was a little flashlight. I've got so many flashlights at home. Again, this might just end up going to work and given to a little kid, or I'll give it to one of my coworkers to put in their desk in case we have a power outage at work. A little survival whistle from Outdoor Element. Now, these guys make really good gear as well. Make sure you check out Outdoor Element when you get a chance. So this is 3 fire tenders, it looks like, down the bottom down here, and a little survival whistle. So we will figure out something to do with that. I've got so many survival whistles. This may become a giveaway. I'm not sure. Let me give a little thought to that. So that was also in my swag bag. A new slingshot band from Simple Shot, who's one of the vendors there, Simple Shot. And if you don't know how to use a slingshot, that's actually a really good way to hunt small game. You'd be surprised. You can take down, squirrels and rabbits and things like that with it. A Right in the Rain pad. Again, this was all just in a lot of this was just in swag. A little Right in the Rain pad. These are really good. so you can write in them even if it gets wet. These are really good to have in your bug out bag. Also from Tough Possum Gear, this was, again, more zipper pulls from Tough Possum Gear. Make sure you check out Tough Possum Gear as well. They've been really putting out some fantastic products. In fact, there's one more here from Tough Possum Gear. This is a covert key slip. So you could hide keys in there. And I think you could hide this like in the cash belt, the Wazoo cash belt, or the cash cap would probably be a good way to do that. So if you want to hide some keys in there as well. Again, Tough Possum Gear is making some great stuff now. Really want to check them out. A little Starcraft koozie. Always good to have that when you're camping. Let's do these knives last. Picked up one of Dave Canterbury's books, and Dave was there. I actually got to watch one of Dave's classes. I think Virginia Bushcrafter was in there with me. Oh, thank you, Scott. Appreciate that. You did not have to do that. You already gave tonight. Thank you so much. So Dave Canterbury was teaching a class there. I got to meet him. Virginia Bushcrafter got to meet him. Picked up one of his books, and he signed this for me on the inside. So I haven't really cracked this yet, but picked that up. I bought that while I was there. And a couple more things here. So this t-shirt here is from Grumpy Bushcraft. I probably won't be able to show you the whole thing here because of the way camera's set up, but Kenny Grumpy Bushcraft is a good dude. He's a first responder. He was doing the first aid tent there. Sometimes the best outdoor skill is a bad attitude, is what it says. So thank you, Kenny Grumpy Bushcraft. He's a good dude, guys. If you're on Instagram, make sure you're subscribing to him over on Instagram. All right, two more. All right, so let's do this one first. This is from Exodus Knife and Tool. Now, Exodus Knife and Tool is Jacob. So I've shown you some of his knives before. You probably remember the adventure brick. That was the one that looks like the toy adventure bricks. I can't say the word that begins with L because it's copyrighted. But I've got a discount code for him too in my description. So that my discount code is Prepping with Sarge. No spaces, Prepping with Sarge. If you go to inside the description of this video down the bottom, you'll see it. But let's go ahead and show you this. Obviously, that's like a neon zombie green, and then the knife is really cool. This the handle is actually made from coffee bags, and I presume I didn't get a chance to ask him about it, but I presume it was made much in the same way that micarta handles are made, which is basically micarta is like usually compressed fabrics and things like that with a resin, and it hardens. It feels really good in the hands, and a lot of his knives have this shape. Check out the jackalope if you go over to his website. That is Exodus Knife and Tool, and Jacob is the owner. So I bought that one, and I'll be doing a review on that one at some point. And then the last thing here for my swag is I've been wanting one of these for a long time. This is from my friends over at LT Wright Knives. This is the pronghorn. This is really sometimes hard to find. Obviously the best, if you LT Wright Knives are in hot demand. Okay, they're really are like, if you go to their website, a lot of times they're out of the Genesis, they're out of the pronghorn. You have to keep checking back. Check the vendors like Smoky Mountain Knife Works and things like that. And obviously knife shows is where you can find them. So this is brand new, unused pronghorn, and I will definitely be working with this in some videos and doing a review for that. Of course, I've been wanting a pronghorn for a long time. Really nice little carver. So that is the pronghorn from LT Wright Knives. Really cool stuff. So yeah, obviously I picked up some nice goodies, didn't I? Since we're on that, let's talk about here. Let me go back to stream. Okay, I gotta scroll back up. I'm gonna kill camera 2. So there we go. And this should kill the echo as well. Hang on. Okay. Now I don't know if you guys were getting the echo or not, but I was definitely getting a little bit here. It should be dead now. Okay. All right. Let me scroll back up. Want to check your Check your chat. Oh, cool. I didn't know they were giving them out at their booth as well. That's cool. Hey, we'll be happy to have you down here, Kentucky. I'm in South Carolina, but Asheville's a great area. That's Carly lives near there. Carly Fairchild. She was there too as well. And you guys remember Carly from all the seasons, I think 2 and 5 of Alone. She was on my channel last year, if you remember her. That coffee is phenomenal. That coffee is phenomenal. Yep, it's good stuff, right, guys? Oh yeah, and so thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I blew through my material a little fast. I do a lot of public speaking, but I've not done anything like at a bushcraft event before, and so I when I'm nervous, I tend to speak a little bit rapid, and I blew through my material really fast, so we finished a little bit early, but then we were able to take some questions, so it worked out good. Yep. Stop, think, observe, plan. That's what you want to do if you're ever lost in the wilderness. Exactly. Thank you. Well, that doesn't sound good. Hey, Steve, it's good to see you. Hope you're having a good night. Thank you for joining. All right, cool. So we're down to about my first simple slingshot there. Cool. Yeah, they're fun, aren't they? All right. So we're down to 4 more in Sarge wears 4 more $10 donations, and Sarge will wear a frog costume for the end of year giveaway. I was there with you in Dave's class. Yeah, that's right. You were. Yep. Hunting. It was about like hunting on the edge of water and whatnot. That was a good class. There's tons of knife vendors at Georgia Bushcraft. Tons. Hey, we'll be there. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Yeah, so that's the other thing. I think I'm glad you said that. I don't remember what the cost was because I was an instructor, so my fee was waived this year. But I think the year before that, I paid $125 or whatever. And for what you're getting out of it, I'm gonna go through that a little bit more here. What you get out of it, $125 is a bargain. Like honestly, I would gladly pay $300, maybe $400 for the weekend, for what you're getting out of it. Now, hopefully Casey's not listening and raising his prices because I said that, but you really do get a ton of value out of it. Yeah, a lot of the Alone participants and some of the people from Naked and Afraid, and of course Dave Canterbury's from Dual Survival. And Dave's been around for years he was doing like bushcraft and survival stuff before most people were. Actually, he was one of the first channels that I started watching. All right, so we went through the swag. We talked a little bit about the classes. So I took a class with Dave Canterbury, the hunting on the edge of the water. Craig Caudill from Nature Reliance School. I took a class with him on tree identification, and that was the first time I actually. No, I'm sorry. I met him briefly last year too. This was the second time I actually kind of got to talk to him a little bit more in depth. Super nice guy. Craig is awesome. I bought his book last year and he signed it for me. And Craig has a survival school that you can go to. I believe it's in Kentucky, in central Kentucky, and does some really cool stuff out there too. So, Craig's been a really good ambassador for the entire community. He's really he's got an article in the same magazine that I've got an article in right now. So if you're going to buy it to read mine, read his as well. Vendors. So we talked about Wazoo's there, Wazoo survival gear, LT Wright Knives was there. NAFS was there, but they didn't have a booth. Simple Shot. In the past, Smoky Mountain Knife Works has been there. Old Town Cutlery's been there. Who else? Tough Possum Gear. In the past, PNW Bushcraft. You guys remember I had Heather on not too long ago. So great vendors, top of the line survival bushcraft gear will be sold there. Grim Grim Workshop. Yeah, pretty much like any top of the line gear that you can think of. They're either there or they have been there in the past. Entertainment. On Friday and Saturday night, you will get live music. On Saturday night, they had Exotac put on a fire dancing show, which was phenomenal. The live music is really good. Like, honestly, the cost of admission for the entertainment that you're getting it back just with that. There's raffles on Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday morning. I actually donated some of my merch to the raffles, and we're talking like thousands of dollars in gear is given away. Thousands of dollars in gear. And you'll get, when you check in, I think you get like 5 free raffle tickets, and then you can buy more. A lot of knives, but all kinds of stuff. Like in the past, those grill water filters that everybody loves, they had those in the past as giveaways. The food, they get multiple different food vendors, including food trucks. You really don't even have to bring that much food. I brought too much, and that's one of my notes that I left for myself for next year is bring less food, because the food vendors are so good. You're going to want to buy food from the food vendors. The taco truck was amazing. The weather was interesting, right, guys? We Georgia Chick and Virginia Bushcrafter, we got rained on pretty good. I got some rain in my tent. Everybody that I talked to, except for a couple people, were like, yeah, I got a little rain in my tent. There's no such thing as a waterproof tent. There's water resistant, and how water resistant it is going to be dependent on how heavy the rain and the wind is. We got some heavy rain and wind, and I had a little bit in my tent, but it wasn't too bad. And I was on a cot anyway, so I was up above it. Nobody was in a bad mood despite the rain. Everybody just kind of rolled with it. Everybody kept good attitude. I didn't see anybody complaining about the rain. So that's it. If you guys have questions about it, it's so this is, you can go to Georgia Bush, just search Georgia Bushcraft in Google. It will come right up. At some point I'm gonna try to get Casey. Him and his wife are the owners. See if I can get him on the channel to talk about it. We had talked about trying to do that this year. We just weren't able to make it happen. But if you have a chance to go. I get it if like you're on the other side of the country and like it's a lot to bring all your camping gear and everything across the country. But if you're in the southeast part of the United States, go. It's the largest bushcraft event in the country, in the United States. I have at least as much fun there as I do at Blade Show. You will meet great people. You'll get to hang out with great people from the community, like Virginia Bushcrafter and Forager Chick and myself. You will meet people from Alone and Dual Survival and Naked and Afraid and all those survival shows that we all love. You'll network. You'll meet some cool people that will. Sometimes I've made some brand connections that way. I've made some great friendships through Georgia Bushcraft. Oh my God, this cold is killing me, guys. Excuse me. All right, let me check chat one more time. I got to wind this one down. I'm sorry. I meant to go longer today, but this cold is just really beating me down. All right. Scott, let's see. Yeah, Dave's class was really good. You getting a lot for your money? Okay, so it was around 150. Okay. Yeah, and if you volunteer and do things, if you're worried about the money part, you volunteer or do some stuff. There's different ways you can get that cost down. I left a little bit early on Sunday because I know your drive is longer than mine, so that's not really a good excuse, but. Yeah, hey Wayne, I would love to see you there, man. It would be great to meet up there. Yeah, there's so many good knives from great companies like LT Wright Knives and Old Town Cutlery and Exodus Knife and Tool and stuff like that. The fire dancing was awesome. Wow, good job. You stayed dry. You're one of the few people that I know that didn't get wet. Yeah, if nobody's if your number is called during the raffle and you're not there to claim it, they'll give you a few chances, but then eventually they'll burn the ticket and go to the next person. So you want to be present at the raffle if you go. Yeah, Steve didn't get woken up, which was pretty amazing. I wasn't looking for that. I don't know if Virginia Bushcraft or a forager chick. Yeah, okay, they're saying it was. Okay. Oh, thanks, Scott. Yeah. No problem, Steve. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Appreciate it. All right, let me go and check this poll here. And then so we're done to what do we say now? 4. I got 4 more. I will be live next Friday, but in the morning. So if you're tuning in late, next Friday's Black Friday. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna try to go live at 9:30. Bear with me. If it's 10 o'clock, I apologize. We're gonna do some online shopping together for sales for prepping and survival items. That's so next Friday. So it won't be 7:45 next Friday. It'll be in the morning. So keep an eye out for that. So when I say 9:30 or 10, I mean Eastern Standard Time. All right. Let me check your poll. That would yeah, that would be a great opportunity for you to network and get the word out and sell your books and stuff like that. That's a great idea. Yeah, definitely sell some jewelry. Yeah. I think I would love to see it, Wayne. I hope you can do it. I hope so. All right, let's see. You guys voted 50. Oh, I like that. That's more than I was thinking. 54% of you have been to a survival, prepping, or bushcraft event in person. That's really cool. Awesome. All right. Again, apologies for I'm not at 100% peak here tonight, but thank you. I was looking forward to catching up with everybody. Do have a quick message to end with tonight, and that is life is short, guys. Life is short. You know, I know money's always tight. I get it. For my family too. But before you know it, you know, life can throw things at you that's going to make it hard to do fun things like this, right? Like eventually we get old and it gets harder and harder to travel and do things like this. If you can do it, it's a great buy for your money, right? It is. You'll have so much fun. You'll learn new things. I promise you'll make new friends. But if you don't go to Georgia Bushcraft, do something. Go camping. Go to I know Mike and Vision Preparedness. They do one up in New York area. Go check out their event if you're up in that area. Go to Blade Show if you can, or Smoky Mountain Knife Works does something in the fall as well. They've got an event, right? Like, go out, experience life. Life is too short. It rolls past us, and the next thing you know, we're 95 years old, and it's too hard to travel and enjoy these things. So do it while you can now. Okay. All right. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. I'm so glad to be able to be back here with you. I will be back live next Friday in the morning, 9:30 or 10 Eastern Standard Time. All right. Have a great weekend, folks. Keep planting your seeds. Keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge. God, I need a cough drop. Good night, everybody.